to another episode of Talking Tuesdays. I am Shakila John, Occupational Therapist, and today I'm here to just share a bit with you about imitation and the role that plays in socialization and learning social skills. We're going to talk about why it's important, some of the benefits of imitation. I'm going to show you some videos of how I've used imitation in the past with some of my clients. And then finally, I'm going to give you a couple tips that you could try at home so you too can promote communication with your kiddos. Okay, so when we're talking about imitation, yes, we are talking about copying or reproducing an action, a behavior, a facial expression, a word, or even a phrase of another person. Why is imitation important? Well, as you may know, it's probably one of the most effective ways of learning a new skill. In fact, that's how most children learn their skills, right? By looking at the people in their environment and modeling or imitating what they see, whether it's a parent or a caregiver, a sibling, or a peer. That's how children naturally learn new things, whether it's gross motor skills, fine motor skills, play skills, and yes, language and communication skills, by looking at the people around them or imitating. Another really cool benefit of imitation is it helps to increase attention, specifically joint attention. So that's attention, so where two people, the learner and the instructor, are paying attention or focusing their attention on a similar thing, whether that is play or completing an activity together, right? A structured activity together. That's a great benefit of imitation. It also helps them to just socially connect with someone, even if it's for a minute. They're able to engage in an activity with somebody else and yes, make that social connection. So as we see, imitation is really, really important in helping our kiddos with various skills. But we're going to talk about, yes, that communication aspect. In these particular examples, because we're working on the same word in both videos, though it's two different clients, we're working on being able to request for more of an item. You notice that I would do the action first, and then you see how the client imitates, and then pay attention to like what I do to help promote or encourage the imitation of that action. Right, so check it out. All right, if you want more, what do you say? More, please. Nice job. Ready, set, go. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, if we want more, what do we say? What do we say, friend? Stand up. Sorry. Yeah, more. Nice asking. All right, here you go. Ready, set, go. Pop, 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 pop. Go get them. What do you say? More, please. Yeah, more, please. Nice job. Ready, set, go. Go, go. Nice job. Okay. All right, this is the last time. I wonder if Karen wants more. You can do it. Ready? More. Sure. I wonder if you want more bubbles. More bubbles. Is that your way? Nice trying. Ready, set, go. I wonder if Jay wants more. Do you want more bubbles? More. Oh, yeah. as you saw in both videos, we were working on the word more, and both clients needed a different level of support, right? With our first video, we saw we needed that hand over hand support, whereas the other video, that client was a little more independent in trying to do the action on her own. Good. So there are a couple of things that I want us to pay attention to. So firstly, when we're teaching imitation, it's important for us to get down on the level of our child, right? So that is, yes, maybe coming in a sitting position, a stooping position, whatever is comfortable for you. Get down to your child's level so it's easier to establish joint attention, right? Because you're up in their face and it's really easy for them to connect with you. So that's tip 1. Tip number 2 is keep the task simple. So as you could see, the task that I use was bubbles. So using bubbles is a simple task. We just blow bubbles and then we pop them. You can look at other activities too, whether it's using a balloon, blowing up the balloon and letting the air out, or building up towers and knocking them down. Whatever your child finds motivating. So that's the other tip. Something that's motivating, you're going to use that as your foundation, or to help bring in the learning of that new skill. Then you're going to teach the task. So I'm not sure if you were able to hear it, but let's say we were looking at blowing more bubbles, I'd be like, okay, if we want more, we can say more, right? So we teach the skill and then we do it. So we blow bubbles and like, oh, do you want more? And then we get them to try it. In the first video, you notice that client kept coming to me and I would do that hand over hand. So some children would need a bit more support. But what we're looking for is the attempt, or the intention behind the attempt. So we saw that in the second video, the client kind of generalized a movement. So instead of doing this, she did this, and I accepted it. So when I saw, I was like, yes, you want more, and I blew the bubbles and she was like, right? So those are the things that we want to look for. Teaching the skill, yes, and even that generalization of the skill. Something important to note is keep the words simple. So let's stick to like 1 or 2 word phrases, whether it's open, so open, or more, or done, my turn, stuff like that. Just keep the phrases really simple. We're going to offer support as needed. So we're going to try to not be like over dominant with our support, but really just look at our child and see what level of support we need. So for example, more than likely we start at that hand over hand phase, but then we're going to try to start to scale back. So we're going to reduce the amount of times we're going to do that hand over hand, and we're going to allow them to do it on their own way. That will also require us to be a bit more patient and not rush through activities, but pause and give them a minute to do it on their own. Yes, and finally, of course, that reward. So from the time they do the action, once they imitate the action, yes, you blow the bubbles, you crash that tower down, you let that balloon go, and you make a big deal out of it, because children love excitement, right? So we're going to make a big deal out of it and obviously praise their efforts, because we want to continue to encourage that action, and until they're able to transition that into other phases of communication, not just specific to that one play idea, right? So I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments some of the things you've tried. How has it helped your kiddos? And yeah, let's keep that conversation going. So thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you next time on Talking Tuesdays. Bye.